beginning to edit this morning, but I'm not getting as much done as I would like because I got on the computer and well, for the last week or so I've been getting this startup disk full error message. I avoided taking care of that, and this morning it caught up to me, so I had to spend like an hour trying to figure out how to delete files, which is really annoying. So that took a lot of my editing time. So I'll have to come after work and do this. I want to show you this too. We got this at Saddlehorn Winery yesterday, which was the 6th winery that we visited on the wine trail. And this was so nice how they did this. When you get to the 6th winery, you get this free gift. And I love that they wrapped it up in different Christmassy tissue papers. And it's a stemless champagne flute. And it says the Bluebonnet Wine Trail in silver. The other glasses we got say it in gold. I think that's so pretty. And there are 2 of them because we had 2 tickets, so 1 for each person. And then my mom and my aunt got 1 too. It's just going through my email, and I got this email from Emily Bites. It's a slow cooker loaded potato and cauliflower soup. It looks yummy. And it says down here that it's only 5 Weight Watchers points. So I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store after work. Well, this is my grocery store, Kroger, and I started to film a little inside, just showing you what a giant American grocery store looks like. And somebody said I needed to check with management before I was allowed to film. And I did that. I went up and asked management, and they said no. They said that I'd have to get permission from corporate to be able to film inside a store. So no footage for you of inside the Kroger. Sorry about that. I just love reflections in buildings like that. I think it's so cool. I've thought about doing a series of paintings like that. There's more, the reflections. Let's see. Isn't that just so cool? Wouldn't that make a great painting, like just something abstract like that? Or like, I'm gonna turn you over, like that. Hi. Oh, hello, Baron. Hello, Roxy. You're not supposed to be jumping, Roxy. You're not supposed to be jumping. Hi. Well, I feel like a bad vlogger. I keep forgetting to film things today. I'm just going about and living life like a normal person. I forgot to film coming in the door. I know a lot of you like to see the dogs being excited, but I forgot. I think it's because the boyfriend was with me. We met up at the grocery store and then drove home in our separate cars and carried groceries in. Look at this loot back here. I've got to do something about this. It looks so messy and terrible. I need to start wrapping things. It's time for 12 days of charities and a reflection question, and then that advent calendar back there. So today is Vlogmas Day 11, which means the charity today is Dress for Success. A lot of you have probably heard of them before, and they take gently used clothes and accessories. I don't know if it's just for women, but I know of it being about women mostly or completely. That part I don't know. But they take donations of clothes and handbags and accessories and shoes and things that are gently used so that women can go out for job interviews and look nice and presentable in order to get jobs. I'll link their website below. So next time you're cleaning out your closet and you're thinking of taking some clothes to Goodwill, maybe you'll think about them too. The reflection question today is, which mental blocks did you overcome? So I don't know if there's a specific one, but like many people, I have little bouts of, I don't know if depression is quite the right word because I wouldn't call it a clinical depression. It's not that severe usually. I have had it be pretty severe before years ago, but there were reasons for it. But some days, for no reason that I can figure out, I'll just be really down. And those things are really hard to overcome. I'm sure some of you can relate to that if you deal with similar things. It can be very difficult to get out of that and motivate to do other things. Sometimes when I haven't filmed, it's because of that. Certainly when Sebastian was sick and after he passed, there was some of that. I wasn't on YouTube much at all. And some of that just had to do with the timing too. I had a lot to do with his care and I just didn't have time to film. It wasn't a priority. So I'd say that, and overcoming it, I don't know if I've overcome it because it's an ongoing issue. Sometimes I just kind of give into it, and like if I happen to be home that day, it's not a work day, then I can just stay in bed and munch on comfort foods. Not a good thing. And other times I'm able to power through it and play with the dogs or go for a walk or draw something or read something or write. Writing helps me a lot. When I'm feeling that way, I think writing for me is the most effective way to work things out. And I just start writing about, you know, sort of train of thought. And I start getting things out and sort of figuring things out sometimes about why I might be feeling that way. And for me, understanding it helps me overcome it. So maybe if you're going through something like that, maybe that would help. All right, let's go to the advent calendar. We have some friends who are very curious what's in today's box. Well, maybe only one of them is curious about it. The other doesn't look very interested. Roxy, you want to see what's in today's door? Today is the 10th, even though it's Vlogmas 11. Here's 10, I found it right away. So it looks, whoops, it looks like it's kind of a biggish door. Let's see what's in door number 10. Oh, look at this. It's another bar of soap. This one is the soap with verbena leaves. So that'll go over here with all my other little advent calendar products. I got 2 bars of soap so far. I got the almond and then the verbena, and the almond is bigger. Well, Kroger wouldn't let me into the store, but at least I can do a Jerusha Couture style grocery haul for you. So this is all the stuff we got today. Got some oranges, little clementines that I take for my lunch, chicken stock, chicken for a recipe tonight, watermelon that I take for breakfast and snacks, blackberries, same thing, turkey sausage for another recipe, well, same recipe actually, unsweetened applesauce, rice for the same recipe. We've got this bowl here the boyfriend's brother made for us for Christmas last year. Isn't that pretty? And they're coming for Christmas, so I want to put something nice in it. So I got some nuts, and it came with a little nutcracker thing. Potatoes for another recipe. Green onions, a jalapeno, some of my Mediterranean stuff. Some diced ham. I want to put that in the scrambled eggs that I make for breakfast. Chopped onions. I have a hard time with fresh onions and chopping that because I'm so sensitive to the oils in it. So I tend to buy the frozen ones and it's already chopped, and I just thaw those out and put them in whatever recipe. Cauliflower florets, also for a recipe, half and half, and some sour cream for the recipes. So I've got, let's see, I'm gonna make my chickenless, noodleless chicken soup tonight. I'm gonna do a lightened baked potato soup. I'm gonna do a chicken and turkey sausage dirty rice. And then I'm also gonna do this peppermint bark quick bread from Williams-Sonoma. I've never had that, so we'll see how that turns out. So I've got a lot to do. And of course I have little spies here, little people that are waiting for crumbs to drop. And speaking of the onions, let me show you something. These are onion goggles. They work pretty well. They have, show you, they have this foam inside them. I hope that's focusing where you can see it. And it cuts out, for the most part, cuts out the air and oils getting around and into your eyeballs and burning them. So if onions bother you, that could be a good solution. It's been a few years since I bought these, but if I can find a link for them, I'll list it below. Make a cool gift too. Hi Vincent, how you doing? Hi Vincent, how you doing? Oh, hello. You're upside down. Hello. What's happening? Ah, we're being attacked. Someone help me. Bird attack. Ah, help. I have a question for you guys. You know these plastic things that go around a 6-pack of soda? I heard since I was a kid that you chop them up because the rings can get caught around animals' necks if they end up in the in wildlife or the ocean or something. But then I saw that video with the turtle where they're pulling the straw out of the turtle's nose, and it was so excruciating. Have y'all seen that? You know what I'm talking about? So now I wonder, you know, I think every time I cut up one of these and I see a strip, I think about this being in a turtle's nose. So do y'all have any tips on what better thing I could do with these? Aha.
You know when you refill these?
Cherry Coke.
You know when you refill these things here?
There, that looks beautiful. For my chickenless, noodleless chicken noodle soup, this is everything you need. I use 2 bags, these are 12 ounces each, of frozen carrots. I buy a stalk of celery and chop that up and freeze it, so I always have frozen celery there. I find that, I don't know, easier than buying it frozen for some reason. Maybe not, maybe I need to rethink that. A bag of green peas, that's also 12 ounces. These are frozen onions. These are some frozen corn. I have 2 containers, 32 ounces each of chicken stock. You can use broth, but personally I think stock is more flavorful. And then you can season with anything you want. I use generous serving of garlic salt, this adobo all-purpose seasoning, sometimes the seasonal, I don't even know what that is, but it tastes good. And let's see, some black pepper and some ground ginger. You just dump all that in a pot, throw the seasoning in, bring it to a boil, and then cover and simmer for a couple hours. The proportions, you just do it however you want. So I put the whole 2 bags of carrots, the whole bag of peas, and then I only put about a quarter of the bag of corn and a handful of the celery and a handful of onion, because the onion I've done more before and it's too overpowering. Oh! I also add cabbage to this, I forgot. I have to chop it up now and throw that in. There we go, I added about half a head of cabbage in here. Now it's all seasoned. Isn't it lovely? And I just added the broth. I don't know if you can even see it peeking out right there. I added 2 containers, those 32 ounce containers, and that's exactly where I like the level of the broth to be, because the cabbage will cook down. And if you add more broth and cover the cabbage, then you're gonna have a soup that has too much broth, in my opinion. And this should come out just perfect. Now I'm gonna make the slow cooker loaded potato and cauliflower soup from Emily Bites. I think I showed you that on an email that I got earlier this morning. I'm doing it a little differently though. I'm not doing it in a slow cooker, because it's soup, it doesn't have to go in a slow cooker. So I'm gonna put it in my fast cooker on the stove. I have potatoes already cut on a stove that the boyfriend was kind enough to peel and cut up for me. And we've got the cauliflower, onions, celery. That's him making noise in the kitchen if you're wondering. Minced garlic, scallions, paprika, thyme, black pepper. It called for salt. I'm using garlic salt for the extra flavor. Chicken stock, fat-free half and half. This was supposed to be fat-free sour cream, but they didn't have any, so I'm just using regular sour cream. So I'm supposed to put all of this into the pot and cook it, and then when you serve it, and then like use an immersion blender and chop it all up, emulsify it, and then top it with some cheese and crumbled bacon. So let's see how this turns out. I've never made this one before. I want to show you something in the pantry here. I used these little 3M hooks to hang our measuring cups, and then on this side our measuring spoons, and each one is labeled with what it is. By the way, these, in case you're wondering, are the all-clad set. It's probably not going to focus on that, but it says all-clad right there. I love those. Got them for Christmas a while back. I need the 1 teaspoon right here. That's a great space saver instead of just having those taking up cabinet space on a countertop. Also in our last apartment, I had them hanging in here. In these cabinets, we don't have the space for that, but the little hooks and everything hung on the inside of the door. This is the potato soup lightened up recipe. So everything's in the pot here. Not everything, but the stuff that's supposed to be in the pot. And I put that whole container, the 32 ounces of the chicken stock in there, and you can't even see it. And that's probably because it's a slow cooker recipe, but I have more stock if I need it. I'm gonna just keep an eye on this and see how it does. Meanwhile, here's the chicken soup that needs to be stirred every once in a while. And then once it comes to a boil, cover it, simmer it. We decided not to do the, what was it, chicken and turkey sausage with the dirty rice. I hadn't looked at the recipe. I just found it, thought it sounded good, printed it out, bought the ingredients, and then, like I always do, don't read the recipe. And then we started to read the recipe and it was pretty complicated. So we're gonna do that another time. There is a lot going on here tonight. I'm gonna look at this peppermint bark cake bread recipe thing and see if I wanna cook that tonight. Otherwise, I've just got these two soups going. Well, I decided not to do the peppermint bark tonight because now that I'm looking at the ingredients, I need some butter that is gonna be room temperature and haven't done that yet. And it's already 8:30. And tomorrow's one of those days where I'm planning to get up at 3:30, so I'm gonna go to bed early-ish and not stay up late doing this stuff. I've been running around all day. It is time to stop and relax. The chickenless, noodleless chicken noodle soup is all boily, so it's time to cover, lower to a simmer, and let it sit. The potato soup, still working on it. I added another half container of the chicken stock because it needed it. Here's the potato soup. It's getting pretty close to the point where I should start emulsifying it with the immersion blender. And I'll know it's done when I can stick a fork in the potatoes really easily. I just use the immersion blender in it, and that's how it looks. It's pretty thick. Okay, I added the sour cream and the fat-free half and half, and just stirred that together, and it's creamier now and delicious. I took a bite a minute ago to taste it. I could taste it on camera, but what are you gonna do? I've always thought that was kind of weird. Show me how to make the recipe and then I can taste it myself. I don't need to see somebody else tasting it. That doesn't tell me anything. Especially on TV, because they're never honest. They just say everything is amazing. Here's the completed chickenless, noodleless chicken noodle soup. Looks great, smells great. I'm gonna let it cool off and then package it up. And then I already showed you the potato soup. Yum.
And what is reported to be a new cooperation agreement to go along with that guilty plea. Now, in this case, the plea deal, it's